Hello there guys and welcome back to another live stream. My name's Mike aka Decimal Punked and we are in Blender 4.5.4, the latest version. So the last few streams I think the last 7 streams, is this the 7th? I'm not sure. I've been building these medieval assets for a narrative game that I'm making. And this was Saturday night's creation? I can't remember. Coming in at 876 tries. Just checking my spreadsheet. 876, yeah. And basically, what I'm doing is I'm working through this asset list I made. I've got 3 my house variants to do. I was literally just thinking about maybe adding in, I don't know, a blacksmith's workshop or something, just to give the town a bit of life, a bit of vibe. So I have another style of house I want to start with. I'm hoping I'll be able to do 2 in tonight's stream, but I don't want to be up too late and mess up my sleep pattern. So going by the height of this one, this next one might be a tiny bit bigger, possibly up to this height. So we're going to just crack on. So I've done some research again, and compared to this one, I don't really have any guidance or schematic. I've just got a single image. So it's essentially going to be similar to this house, a bit taller, a bit wider, but more kind of, I'm not sure if it's parallelogram or rhododendron shape. Let's just make a start. So we're going to just move that up on there and move it along to there. Oh, hold on, before I do that. Okay. Right, this one's a slightly tricky shape. So the way I did the first one, what I did with the first one is I got the kind of framework, if you like, all the wood and timber that you see on that building. I did that first, and then I joined them, and then I bridge looped all of them together, connected them. The shape of this next one, it might actually help if I did a drawing. So this one's going to kind of be, it's going to be similar shape. Door in the middle. But then it kind of goes up like that. It's really awkward on this. then it has the straw. Kind of like that. I know that's not the best drawing at all, but that's kind of what we're going for. So the timber is going to be the same height as that. And if I just do that, okay, that's pretty much the same thickness. It's a lot of, it's a surprising amount of work building buildings and how long it takes. Right, this building, like I say, the research I've done on feudal buildings, this one compared to the first, I'm kind of going blind. All I can see is the front of this building. So it's quite tricky. I'm just looking at this timber. That frame is definitely thinner than that, so what I'll do is I'll move these into position to get the how wide I want this one. I think that's fairly decent size. So if that's the full width, what I will do is I will just hide that sketch for the moment. Welcome to the stream, guys. Question is, how many... I mean, I could make it go back a bit more. I'm not sure how much of it the player would see. So let's just go with this. So I'm not going to have it exactly the same as the other model. We're just going to maybe we could go back, make it a bit longer, because this one does have, it's I'm basically trying to make this one as tall as up to here, so it's a slightly taller building, because it does look like it has 2 stories to it. Right, let me just think about this. So God. So this doesn't really have a it's not really going to have a similar kind of pitched roof. It's going to be a bit more flat on the top, kind of like a kind of dome shaped in a way. I think the easiest thing at the moment is if I connect these ones, because there's at the front there's a beam that will go diagonal. It's going to go diagonal across here. So it's going to cut through the beam here, which I know how to do, but it goes through another beam that's slightly higher up. So if I connect all of these and then oh my god, there's another wooden beam above. Alright, I'm just gonna go for it. We're just gonna join those, save, and then go to that, and so this is going to go across, so we're going to need a loop cut at the top. That looks about the same width, so that's minus 0.6. Well, that's annoying. Okay, that's all our loop cuts. So now what we're going to do, face mode, delete the faces, go to edge mode, and then bridge the edge loops. And we're just basically going to go around the model, connecting these together. Keep getting a bit too close to the F keys, which is worrying me. I'm gonna press the wrong button. It's making me a little bit anxious. And last one. Okay, so we've connected the lower section. Right, how am I going to do this next bit? So basically, it's going to kind of go up at an angle. That white line there was the height I was going to go for. So if I was to extrude, corners up to that line. Right, the central point is basically straight up there, so just in line with that face. So if I go G on the X and then G on the X, why does 400? Okay, maybe it needs to be 300. And then if we were to rotate this face and that face, we can do the bridge edge loop. Maybe if I brought these down. Okay, that looks better. So now R90, R minus 90. And then we can delete these faces, go to that, and do that. And then do the same with these ones. Okay, there is our kind of frame. Right, next up is another beam about similar thickness there. The player's not really going to see this beam because we're going to have the straw hanging down. So let's go do 2 loop cuts there, 2 there. And then we're going to move it into position. Does kind of need to come down. If I just, oh my god. 1, 2, 3. So 3 and 7. Christ. Okay, so we've got the next beam. I feel it needs to be as thick as the one below. Or close to it. That looks good. That looks the same thickness. 2, 4 units, 2 below, 2 above. Yeah, that looks exactly the same. Okay. Right, the player's not going to see inside this building. So, but we can sort all the inside faces once we've built the exterior. I need to try and get this diagonal section in. This is really awkward because it kind of goes to about here. Right, if we did those, so 4 loop cuts there, and then 4 there, and then okay. Okay, we've got all our cuts in, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off X-ray and save, and we're basically going to try and make sure that these are consistent. So welcome to the stream, guys. The door frame is actually going to kind of be round about where those edges are at the moment. It's going to be fairly central, and actually where that cut is, it's going to kind of be where the diagonal is. So I'm actually going to take that edge loop and move it across. So we'll go for, I think we'll go for minus 0.6. We'll do the same for the back one, so Right, now for the top one, it's going to go diagonally upwards, so oh, this is tricky. If we go across 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 0.4 across. That will connect to that, and then that. That looks too thick. Down, down. So much like we need to move the verts. This is really awkward. Oh god, okay, let's just... What happened there? That still feels too... Alright, so with this, I'm going to align with the edge. So I'm going to select this one, G on the X. Oh my god. Right, those are lined up. I don't want to make this building any wider than it is. Right, I guess what we could do here is now we can turn on the wireframe, go to vertex mode, and then Hold on, what's going on there? Those should be aligned. Why does that look... That's the back one. That's the front one. They're ever so slightly off. So that back one needs to move along there. Oh my god. So that to there, that to there. So okay, so that's there, that's there. So the outer to the inner. Okay. Right, now that those are lined up, go back to the vertex mode. And with this, we'll go for 20 that way. Okay, now what I should be able to do is select those, yeah, perfect. Oh, I see, because it's... Okay, I'll tell you what, let's just extrude that down. And then we'll G on the X until it looks... So that's minus 80. Okay, that looks good. Right, so this. Just trying to think how to do this section. So that needs to go up. I guess what we could do, what might be a good approach, is to delete these faces, bridge loop them, and then adjust the vertices afterwards to get the right consistency with that diagonal. Right, let's do that. So we're deleting those faces, and then those ones. Go to edge mode, and we're going to do bridge edge loop. as expected. You can see the wonky donkey there. So this should be as simple as G on the X. So 20. Looks consistent with the pattern. So G on the X, 1, 2. And you can see straight away these verts look like they need to go left. Oh, really? Oh, so hey, welcome to the stream, Mayweather. Oh, so are you saying instead of deleting the faces, if I selected the faces and did a bridge edge loop, it automatically does that? Were you with me when I did the medieval house, the other stream, dude? I can't remember. I feel like I modelled it, but I had people watching, but no one comment. Let me quickly show you. This is the medieval house feudal building I made the other night. Saturday night or Friday night. Really happy with it. Oh, you were there? Okay, cool. So I've been streaming so much lately, I've kind of, it's all become a bit of a blur. Right, so you're saying if I select that face and that face, okay. Did you have a good Halloween, dude? Oh, right. I don't think you were. Honestly, I feel like I was on my own. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. Right, let's get this pattern looking the same. So this is probably going to be 20 again, I reckon. Ooh. So that's looking like 40. GX minus 10 there, minus 10 there. I actually quite like that. I was going to try to go for like a perfect diagonal shape, but I actually quite like that it's not perfectly diagonal. It gives it character. Who knows, dude? Okay. Right, so I've got the structure there. We need to have... Oh my god. Right, we need to have some cuts to have a supporting beam just coming parallel to this. So I'm gonna turn off X-ray. We're just gonna do 2 cuts there, and then 2 cuts there, and then we're going to go to the wireframe, select those there and move it across. 7. So basically this is going to be a little kind of beam just going down. I'm happy doing it this way, dude. I quite enjoy the process. Is that an inside face? No, it's not. Right, so now extrude that down. So that's kind of like a bit of a supporting beam for this part. I actually really like that. It's feeling a little bit Viking. Pagan. Okay, let's get the door in. So the door I was going to have quite central. How did I do the other one? So I remember I extruded that inwards to create the depth. So slightly thinner than the main supporting beam. So hold on, sorry. So I'm gonna need 4 cuts. Yeah, that's because the, you know, I have this tendency of creating my shapes, setting the origin point to the base, the very bottom of the shape for just moving it around and things, but I'll sort that in a moment. Right, I am only doing this at the front, so I can turn that one off. So we need 4 cuts. And we're going to move this along to -6. It would be good to have a character actually. Let's just move him in. And then that's, yeah, so obviously if his hands weren't out sideways, that would be human size, so that's good. Right, so now I can turn that back on. And there we have our door frame. Next is the so we've got the frame. Now I'm going to do this the same way that I did the first building. So my method was create the structural beams, and then once that's done, we then kind of make faces or bridge edge loop these parts. And then from there we extrude outwards and create our kind of roof. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to create the straw roof. I'm just thinking, give me 1 second. How did I do? I had that one, that beam. That was the wooden beam going across. Okay, I think I remember. So Sorry guys, give me 1 second. This is a tiny bit tricky. I think the best thing to do is to do the sides first. Get those ones done first. Got the wrong one there. That one and that one. That one and that one. I wish there was a shortcut for bridge edge loops. Okay, now that we've got that connection, we can now extrude out the straw. Okay, so that is that section, and then so this straw is going to have quite a bit of overhang. Oh, actually, instead of what I was going to do was do loads of like connections here, bridge edge loops, but if I just do that one, then I've just got a single roof and I can just go bonk. That works perfectly. Alright, so let's extrude for the straw. Yeah, we're going to extrude this to create our kind of straw thingy. Where's that? Oh, that's good. We can create our dome. Okay, right, so now I can create the slight domed pitch that I've got planned for this roof. You could assign it to the favourite, so then Q. Oh, okay. Right click on buttons. Oh! Bridge edge loops. Dude. Legend. Q. Quick favourites. Let me add that to my quick favourites. Q. To add to quick favourites. Right click on options. Thank you, dude. I've made note of that. So anything at all, even if it's already got a hotkey predefined by Blender. How thick are we having a straw? I think we're going to have this thick. So I'm going to go 60. 60? Right, now we need to get this section. Go 60. So we'll extrude 60 and then we'll G on the X. Oh. So if we bring that down to maybe about there, so 100 on the Z and then 40, so 140. Right, that's our straw for that section. Oh, nice, dude. That's pretty cool. Okay, how am I going to do this one? Right, so with the roof, what we want to do I feel like that should also come up with it. Oh, actually, if I extrude this, if I went 70, and then hold on a second. We'll get these ones. G on the Z. So if we go down to 30, and then get those edges. Oh, that's the dome shape I was after. And then we're going to see if this works. I'm hoping that will be okay. Nope. Okay, we're just going to do this manual. I know there's an inside face, guys, and I know that is probably going to be I'll sort out the inside faces in a little bit. Look at that. That is the straw roof coating, guys. What we need to do now is extrude it out so we've got the overhang. So I'm going to turn off the X-ray and get all my straw. And we're going to go to side view, get rid of all that, and 100 centimeters. $120. 120 is looking pretty good, isn't it? $120. Okay, right, so that is the shape of the roof. The straw is on. We're not going to do the door just yet. What we're going to do is we're going to get that straw pattern that I had before. And what we can do is we can look at this model. And you can see I did a number of cuts, and I remember what I did was I played with I basically just picked random faces and then adjusted the position of them, which gave it this kind of, you can kind of see it, a bit of a uneven surface, a bit wavy like, so. And then I remember with these edges where the ribbon cut was, I think I extruded it by, oh god, I can't remember, I think it was 10 centimeters, and then scaled the end to 0 to give it the effect of straw, similar to how I did the hay bale on a previous model. So let's do the cuts to get that effect. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. wonder why that won't. We'll do 8 cuts. One cut across the middle. I did that there. No. Three and 8. Okay. Right, let's do the straw. 20. 30. Looks a bit bigger than the one to the left, so I might go 20. E20. Ugh! Okay, so that's our straw edges. Now we need to get the wonk. So that's a little bit problematic, that middle one. Nice. I thought that needs to be triangulated because we've got all those as well, so... Is that going to be a problem, that one? Because... I mean, that's technically a big N-gon, isn't it? Because it's got... like, Jesus, quite a lot of... I'm just wondering. It's done the insides. So we're going to be deleting all these inside faces. I'm just wondering if I did a cut from here all the way across to that vert from top down. then that will fix. I know it's going to increase the tries, but sod it. Oh shit. Right, that is the straw roof on. Nice cold coffee. Right, so that's the straw roof on. How are we doing on the faces? Looking good. Right, let's do that. Right, hour and 20 in. I think I can get this done in 20 minutes. Possibly, maybe 30. So what we're going to do, we're going to add the faces that are essentially, I don't know what material they would have used, maybe like chalk and lime or something, and straw. I used to live in an old house that the walls were made of this horrible material. It was just very flimsy when it broke. So I'm assuming it's the same kind of stuff. So we're going to add in the faces to fill these gaps, and then we will do the door, and then we'll delete all the inside faces. So we're going to select the edges. And just do face, Shift N. Oh, dude. Probably have to triangulate those. Do the same for that. And then we'll have to do the same there. Right. That's going to be tricky. How do I do the bottom ones over here? Sorry I'm quiet, guys. It's really like... There's a lot of concentration on this dot-to-dot business. Okay. We have got the straw on. We've got all the faces around the outside done. I need to do a door. I know I haven't given them any windows, these houses, but the next two variants I plan on adding some windows. Sod it, let's give it some windows. Insert 30, I'm just going to make a note of this. Insert 30. Scale Y. Ugh! Scale Y.5. And then scale Z, no, X, scale X. Scale X.8, scale X.8. Extrude. Extrude 20. Drew 20. Let's go for we'll go three cuts. And then we select these, bevel, bevel 20 with one cut. And then four. There we go, we have some windows. I'm not going to have them open, but it will look like windows. Okay, let's do the door. How did I do that? 3 cuts, and we've got the bar going across. Oh, that's annoying. Well, I've cocked that up, haven't I? Jesus. Oh my god. The size of that compared to the other one. Oh, Jesus. Right, we need to make this bigger. Okay. Oh, thanks for the spam view, Arid. Appreciate it. Thank you. Right, I think we're ready to do the colour and then delete the inside faces, basically. See how many tries this one turns out to. Obviously, it's a lot bigger. There's a lot more detail in the woodwork compared to timber frame of House A. So this is going to be interesting. But I'm very happy with it. I think it looks pretty cool already. So we're just going to go with the same colour scheme. We're going to keep the town looking similar. Different house variants, but consistent colouring. So if I just select the whole building with face, so I'm going to go to shading, and I'm just going to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go House A, roof, copy that and call that House B roof. Boom. And then we're going to do the timber. So the timber for this one is quite a bit. face, that face, and that face. So I believe, okay, so now we're going to go to here, we're going to assign that, and then we're going to go to house A timber, and then we're going to copy that and call that house B timber, keeping consistent kind of file naming. And then we just need to make sure we get these side ones done now. So timber assign. Round to the back. Oh, dude, it's coming to life. It is coming to life. Okay, and then for the, I think basically for the windows, I'm going to go for a similar colour I've gone for the door, basically. I think that'd be good. Right, so we've applied the timber to the outside. I'm just going to come out of that, save, and I'm going to just have a look at this one. I think the door bar, yeah, okay, so door bar was a different colour, okay. So come out of that, go to that. Okay, so. Ooh. Let's just quickly, let's just get rid of the interior faces. No, that was wrong. It's a bit of a bugger, isn't it? Oh, dude. Let's just give our bar colour treatment. Oh shit. What face is conflicting there? Ah. Okay. Thank you, dude. I'll take that as a compliment. Is that? I'll take it. That's bad, right? So we're gonna do the door next. How did I do the other one? Don't worry, I'm going to go through and get rid of all those faces. Don't worry, dude. I am aware. This is what I did yesterday. I just went through and sorted it all out, so don't worry. Oh yeah, Z fighting. When I first heard Z fighting, it just makes me think of the Dragon Ball Z fighters. Okay, so assign that, and then house A door. Copy that. House B door. And then we're gonna go around to here. And oh, that needs to have the timber. Hold on. It might be easier just to select those first. Yeah, dude. Totally. Right, so this is going to be the same colour as the door, but I'm going to name it house B window. So we're going to do that. Assign that one. House B door. Copy it. And then just call it house B window. And then we're just going to give this actually, no, that's going to be the white colour. I don't need to make that wooden timber. Because then you'd expect to have... Actually, I don't know. Would you expect to have... It makes sense to have a timber... Oh. Timber frame. Right, so that's going to be house B timber. Right, so same again. B window, and then house B timber. Now for the final bit. Well, we're going to sort out all the faces. Oh my god, dude, it looks so fucking good. I'm so happy with that. Oh my god, I love this so much. So much. Right, turn off X-ray. And here's the fun bit, guys. The grand finale. Are you ready? Are you ready for colour? Let's go to the back. Here we go. It is, that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping the colouring consistent between the buildings, the feudal dwellings. I'm happy with them looking consistent in theme, you know. Right, so this is going to be house A base, but then we're going to copy that and call that house B base. Dude. Look at that. Got little windows. I love doing that little bevel and giving it a little bit of oomph, you know? Dude. What do you reckon? Obviously, I'm gonna go through and sort out the interior faces and Z fighting and stuff. But what do you think to that, dude? 2 feudal dwellings, both very different in style. What do you think, dude? If we just turn off the, so we don't get that red flashing. There we have it. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe I could just... Yeah, instead of like having like house A door, house B door, house C door, it could be house door. Yeah, I see what you mean. Thank you, dude. I'm very happy with it. Do you like? I love that. You see that? The straw roof. Just having those, playing with the faces, just gives it that kind of that warpedness you expect from a thatched roof, you know. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, dude. Right, let's go through and get rid of some of these faces. So we need to have on face orientation. Right. The culling commences. Let's see how many tries. We can get this down to. Right, so we've got some fighting going on there, so that's probably going to be... I'll tell you what, let's just go inside, do the inside bit. I love this bit. Oh, we need to sort out the music, guys. Bear with me. Just got a couple of annoying adverts. I know there might be a quick way of doing this, but I prefer doing this manually. Where's that bit out there? Oh, I see, okay. Oh shit! Whoops. Yeah, I prefer to do it this way. I know that there are probably a lot quicker ways, but honestly, dude, like I would much rather just I don't mind doing it. I enjoy doing it, so it's kind of like I'd much rather just make sure that I'm culling it without, you know, getting rid of the wrong faces and stuff. So dude. Three faces. Fuck's sake. On that one. Yes, definitely. Yeah. We're getting the tries down, guys. It's really cool being inside the model. Just it's like a. It's very cool. Oh. can't get rid of that because it's dipping down, but I can get rid of this one. Tries are coming down, guys. It just excites me. I find this, I think the reason why I enjoy doing this manually, it's like you're watching the try count come down. You're like, oh, how low can we go? Kind of like feels like a little game show kind of thing. Okay, so what have we got here? So these individual ones. No. And then that is the straw, isn't it? Yep. Same again, just got a couple more here. Oh, let's get rid of these ones. Oh wait, that's the stuff outside. Can't get rid of that, but we can. See ya. Tries are coming down, guys. It's still coming down. Oh, what's going on there? Right, it's looking good. We haven't messed anything up. In the cleanse, in the purge. Alright, it's got some Z fighting going on there. What are they for? Oh, you're a little bugger, aren't you? There we go, got ya. Faces 6. No, we don't want 6 faces. No, 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 no. Please don't tempt it, dude. Do not tempt it. Do not tempt it, dude. This is why I'm checking as I'm going. I'm being very thorough. we've got this side to do. Basically, it's just a straw going into the building. That's fine. Right, I believe that's that end done. Okay, so we've got that. So that end's done. So we just need to do over here. What is... Oh, that's not even connected to anything. Ugh. Random. What are you doing, mate? Random face. Alright, 1507. Okay, so that side is all clear. Looking nice and clean. So just this side to do. So for this, so they're not even connected to this straw, which is good. Okay. Come on, dude. There we go. Tell you what. You get me paranoid now, dude. When you were saying about wait until you've gone 37 deletes in. You get me so paranoid. Right, I believe we've got something. Whoa, I'm getting a bit nauseated now. Oh my god. Right, what are they for? That's for nothing. That's not connected to anything that's visible to the player. Okay, let's just give it a spin around. I can't see any scary holes. Obviously, those inside bits that you can see is just where it's the straw is basically coming inside the model. I mean, what I could do is I just want to leave that. I mean, I know it's, you know, look, like you can see it's those faces, so I'm not gonna muck around with that. But the model itself, I can't see anything that I've accidentally gotten rid of. One extra face on the inside wall. Oh, that one. That one? Oh, that's two actually, dude. Three. Oh, and another one. One over the top left of one of the windows. Oh, bloody hell. You've got an eye like a hawk, dude. Christ. Right, let's do a merge by distance. Right. I think I've done it. Would you agree? Obviously ignore this section here. This is that Z fighting is basically it's where that bit that is actually visible from the outside. I don't want to delete those faces. But, like I say, those straw-coloured sections are, they're fine, they're not interior faces, it's part of the straw. Right, so you agree it's all good? Let's do one more merge by distance because I've got OCD. Right. So that is another house variant. Look at that, side by side, dude. Oh, that looks so cool. Okay, 2 hours 30 minutes. We'll call that 2 hours 30 minutes then to do that one. So this one took me just under 2 hours, the small one. So for an extra half hour to do, that's technically almost double the size. That is literally double the size and more complex because it's got a larger straw roof. I've added in 2 windows and the timber work itself is more complex. especially with this kind of curved, supporting beam. Right, I'm going to call the stream there because it's 3:20 in the morning and I really don't want to fuck up my sleep because I'm back at uni on Tuesday. So I'm going to get some rest, and tomorrow I will be back with some more modelling, and I'll try and get a third house variant done, which will be in a similar style, maybe a different shape, and yeah, that'd be really cool. So because privacy. Now I have to grab a piece of the roof. No, I'm good. I'm good, dude. Right, I'm going to call the stream there, guys. Actually, no, I like doing this bit. I like updating the spreadsheet after we've done a model. So, house B. So, house A. House A, 876 tries. And house B is 1411. 1411. Okay, and I'm really happy with the detail. It's low poly, it's got a nice aesthetic. You can just imagine when I'm painting these in the world, it's going to be really cool. I was going to ask Awen actually. At some point, I want to experiment with texture painting a landscape, creating a landscape in Blender. I played around with this at uni last week, or wait, are we in Monday now? Yes, we are. I played around with it last week. I created a quick landscape and put it into Unity. Added a mesh collider, I think it was, and I was able to, just run my character around. So I'm not sure if you've got any experience of texture painting or just, doing that for a landscape. Because I was thinking I might do that instead of just sculpting the world within Unity. I know how to do it in Unreal. Done it a fair bit. It's really, really good in there. But Blender, it seems like I could just I was thinking Blender. It's like I say, just think old school RuneScape. Think that style environment. It's not going to be super detailed at all. It's going to have your green grass, like green for grass, brown for dirt, and just grey for stone, maybe with like a very low poly texture. So I was thinking when it gets to that stage, which may be not long after I've finished these assets and done the NPCs, I think at that stage I will create the world. So I've already got the world map, so I know how the rough overall sculpt is going to go, and then it's just a matter of placing in the objects. I'll probably place all of these individual objects as game assets within Unity. Because some might have trigger boxes and things, so yeah. Oh my god. Right, that is the stream done for tonight, guys. So tomorrow night, or maybe during the daytime, I will be back to do... I would like to get these two other house variants done. The buildings take a surprising amount of time. Building the structure up, and then bridge connecting things, and then extruding and making it look right, and then doing all the fine detail, applying all of the different colours, and then removing all the interior faces, just making it super finessed. So it takes a surprising amount of time, but I'm very, very happy with what I've made. And as you can see, there's not much left on the town section. The trees are literally 20-25 minute job, not even that. The turret and the gate, that won't take too long either. And then the herbalist shack I'm quite excited about, because that's basically going to be like a kind of like well, you know, vials, potions, herbs, maybe a cauldron. So I'm looking forward to that one. So yeah, tune back in tomorrow, guys, for some more low poly medieval game asset creation. Thanks for joining me tonight. If you haven't already, feel free to follow on Twitch, and don't forget to check out my YouTube for past streams for Blender, Unity and the Unreal Engine. Thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next stream. Ciao, ciao for now.